Listen carefully. Have you ever wondered why some people, no matter what life throws at them, seem to rise above it all? They face adversity, struggle through setbacks, yet somehow they come out on top. And then there's you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, unsure of how to overcome the mountain of challenges in front of you. You're not alone in feeling this way. We've all been there, struggling with the weight of life's difficulties. But here's the thing. What if I told you that adversity, those very obstacles that seem insurmountable right now, are actually the building blocks of your greatest success? Think about it. We all face challenges. Maybe you've had a rough childhood, faced financial struggles, or dealt with failure after failure. You might feel like the odds are stacked against you. It's easy to think that life is unfair or that it's punishing you. But what if that's not the case? What if everything you've been through has been preparing you for something bigger, something better? The truth is, adversity is not the enemy. It's the greatest teacher you'll ever have. It's not the storms that define you, but how you choose to weather them. Most people think that success comes when everything is easy, when the path is clear and smooth. But ask any person who has achieved greatness, and they'll tell you, the road to success is never straight. There are twists, turns, potholes, and detours. It's in the hard times, the moments when you feel like giving up, that you discover your true strength. The challenges you face aren't roadblocks, they're opportunities in disguise. They are pushing you to grow, to evolve, and to become something greater than you were yesterday. Every time you face an obstacle, you have a choice. You can either let it break you or let it make you stronger. But here's the thing about adversity. It's not something you can avoid. You can't run from it, and you can't wish it away. It's a part of life. We all go through hard times. It's just that some of us choose to look at them differently. Instead of seeing obstacles as insurmountable walls, see them as stepping stones. Instead of thinking that the world is out to get you, think of adversity as a lesson, a test to see just how badly you want your dreams. It's easy to be discouraged when things don't go your way, but the key is understanding that the struggle is part of the process. The greater the struggle, the greater the reward. But you won't see that until you embrace the challenge. Let me take you back for a moment. Think about a time in your life when things weren't going well. Maybe you faced rejection. Maybe you lost something precious. Or maybe life just wasn't turning out the way you expected. It probably felt like you were stuck, like there was no way out. But think about how you grew through that period. If you're truly honest with yourself, you'll realize that those struggles made you stronger, more resilient, more capable. Those were the moments that prepared you for where you are today. Without those difficulties, would you be the person you are now? Would you have the wisdom, the strength, or the perseverance that you have today? Here's the lesson: adversity doesn't define you. It refines you, it sharpens you, molds you, and forces you to evolve. It's easy to quit when things get tough. It's easy to throw in the towel when the world feels like it's against you. But the people who make it through, the ones who come out on the other side, are the ones who don't quit. They choose to rise, to keep going even when everything seems impossible. That's where the real power lies, not in avoiding difficulty, but in facing it head on. Every time you encounter adversity, you have a choice. You can let it defeat you, or you can let it fuel you. The challenges you face today are the foundation for your future success. You might not see it now, but down the line, you'll look back and realize that these moments were the turning points, the very things that propelled you to greatness. And the best part, you're not alone. Everyone goes through hard times. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Every time you rise, you become stronger, more capable, and more prepared for the next challenge. The path to success isn't easy, but it's the difficult moments that build your character, your resolve, and your strength. So, the next time you face adversity, don't run from it, don't shy away from it. Step into it with everything you've got, knowing that it's preparing you for something greater. And when you come out on the other side, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Adversity isn't your enemy, it's your ally, and it's here to teach you exactly what you need to learn to reach the next level. Don't fear it, embrace it, because in the end, it's what will make you unstoppable. When it comes to overcoming adversity, mindset is everything. The way you think about challenges will determine how you approach them, how you react, and ultimately how you succeed or fail. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it's in these moments of difficulty that the true power of your mindset is revealed. You can't control every situation, but you can control how you respond to it. That's the key. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Think about this for a second. How many times have you been faced with a problem and immediately thought, "This is too hard," or "I can't do this"? That's the power of negative thinking. When you doubt yourself, when you let fear take over, you close the door to possibility. But if you shift your mindset, if you change the way you see the challenge in front of you, suddenly you unlock a new realm of possibilities. A resilient mind, it isn't about ignoring the difficulty or pretending the situation isn't tough. It's about recognizing that the challenge is part of your growth. It's understanding that difficulty is inevitable, but defeat is optional. When you begin to see obstacles as opportunities to learn, to grow, and to push yourself beyond your limits, you begin to shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Instead of asking, "Why me?" you start asking, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of feeling helpless, you begin to feel empowered, because you know that every struggle is shaping you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. A key part of a resilient mindset is staying focused. It's easy to get distracted by the noise, to let the weight of the world pull your attention in all directions. But when you stay focused on the goal, when you keep your eyes on the prize, the challenges become mere obstacles to navigate through, not walls to stop you. You've got to keep moving forward even when the road is unclear, and sometimes that means trusting in the process even when you can't see the outcome. A resilient mindset also involves patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and you won't always see instant results. But when you stay patient and trust the work you're putting in, that's when true growth happens. When you face adversity, don't let frustration take hold. Instead, dig deeper and let your mindset guide you through the storm. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding challenges. They got there by embracing them, one step at a time. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful steps you can take on your journey to overcoming adversity. It's easy to blame the circumstances, other people, or even the world for your struggles. In fact, it's almost instinctive to feel like things are happening to you, as if you're just a passenger in your own life, unable to control what happens next. But here's the hard truth. As long as you continue to blame external factors, you will remain powerless. The moment you shift your mindset from being a victim of your circumstances to taking full responsibility for your life, everything changes. Taking responsibility doesn't mean you're at fault for everything that happens to you, but it does mean that you recognize your power to shape your response to every situation. It's about understanding that you have control over how you react, how you learn from the challenges you face, and ultimately how you grow from them. Life isn't going to hand you a perfect path. It's messy, unpredictable, and often unfair. But by accepting responsibility for how you handle the journey, you take away the power that external forces have over you. This is where the real power lies. When you take responsibility, you stop making excuses. You stop waiting for things to get better. Instead, you take action. You start looking for solutions, not just problems. You stop giving away your power to outside forces and start realizing that you have everything you need within you to handle whatever comes your way. It's a shift from thinking, "I can't," to "I will find a way." The more you own your actions, your decisions, and even your failures, the more empowered you become. This is not to say that everything will be easy or that you won't make mistakes. You will, But taking responsibility means you'll learn from those mistakes, grow from them, and use them as stepping stones toward success. Moreover, taking responsibility also means owning your successes. It's about not downplaying your achievements or letting others define your worth. When you accomplish something, it's because you made it happen. When you take responsibility for your life, you create a sense of ownership, not just of your challenges, but also of your victories. And this sense of ownership is what drives you to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. It's a mindset that says, I am the creator of my own destiny. And that's how you turn adversity into triumph. Turning thoughts into tangible results is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Many people have great ideas, but few translate those ideas into action. It's easy to be stuck in the cycle of planning, wishing, and hoping. But action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. The truth is, without action, dreams remain just that, dreams. It's the doing, the effort, the willingness to move forward even when it's uncertain that creates change. And change is what propels you toward success. Taking action doesn't mean you have to know everything, and it doesn't mean you have to have all the answers right away. It means you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and start. You have to push past the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and simply take that first step. Action creates momentum, and momentum is the key to progress. Think about it: when you're moving, you're learning. You make adjustments along the way, and with each step, you get closer to your goal. The biggest mistake many people make is thinking that they need to have everything figured out before they take action. But the reality is that you learn more by doing than you ever could by overthinking. It's in the doing that you gain clarity. You start to see things more clearly, and you start to understand what works and what doesn't. The moment you stop overthinking and just start acting, you gain control over your future. Action transforms your ideas into something real, something tangible that you can build on. And here's another thing: taking action isn't about taking huge leaps every time. It's about consistency. Small, consistent actions every day are what build momentum and create results. It's the little things, the steps you take each day, that add up to something big over time. Progress is not always immediate, and sometimes the changes are subtle, but don't underestimate the power of consistent action. Whether you're working toward a career goal, a personal project, or a dream you've had for years, the consistent effort you put in will always move you closer to your destination. The key to turning your dreams into reality is to take the first step, then the next, and then the next. It's about showing up even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, because that moment will never come. The perfect moment is now. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you're laying the foundation for something great. So if you want to turn your dreams into reality, stop waiting and start doing. The results you want are on the other side of action. Perseverance is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving success. It's easy to start something with enthusiasm, but it's the ability to stick with it when things get tough that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Life doesn't give you what you want on a silver platter. You have to fight for it. Every successful person you admire has faced adversity, but the difference is they didn't give up when the road got rough. They kept going. They kept pushing forward. And that's what perseverance is all about: continuing to move forward, even when the results aren't immediate, even when the progress feels slow, and especially when everything inside you tells you to quit. Perseverance is about making a commitment to yourself to see things through, no matter what. When you start something, it's easy to feel inspired and motivated, but that motivation tends to fade as the challenges pile up. It's in those moments when your motivation wanes that perseverance becomes your greatest tool. It's the discipline to keep going when you don't feel like it. It's the resilience to face failure and keep trying. knowing that each setback is part of the journey, not the end of it. Every obstacle, every challenge you face is an opportunity to test your perseverance. The world isn't going to hand you success, and there will be times when you feel like giving up. But it's in those moments of doubt, when it seems like the world is against you, that you must dig deep and remind yourself why you started in the first place. Perseverance is not about having all the answers or knowing exactly how everything will play out. It's about trust, the trust that the work you put in, the effort you give, will pay off eventually. The key to perseverance is consistency. It's not about making huge strides every day. It's about showing up and doing the work, day in and day out. Even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere, remember that each step, no matter how small, is progress. It's a step closer to your goal. And the more consistent you are, the more resilient you become. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of continuous effort and unwavering commitment. When you choose to persevere, you take control of your own destiny. You stop waiting for things to happen and start making them happen. The journey may be long, and there will be obstacles along the way, but if you keep going, if you stay the course, you will eventually reach your destination. Perseverance is what will get you there. It's the quality that will carry you through the tough times and help you achieve the greatness you're capable of. The most powerful tool you have in overcoming adversity is the ability to take action and keep moving forward. But even more important than just taking any action is the idea of maintaining momentum. Momentum is what keeps you going when the road gets tough, when doubts creep in, and when the future seems uncertain. It's the force that propels you to push through challenges and continue striving for your goals, no matter how difficult they may seem at the moment. Without momentum, progress can feel slow and sometimes even impossible, but with it, you create a chain reaction of small victories that build on each other and create real, lasting change. Momentum is built by consistent action. When you keep taking steps forward, no matter how small, they add up and create forward motion. Even when you feel like you're not making significant progress, momentum is quietly building in the background. Each action you take, whether it's a big decision or a small habit, contributes to the momentum that will carry you through to the next level. This is why consistency is so important. It's not about waiting for motivation or the perfect moment, it's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. The beauty of momentum is that once you get it going, it becomes easier to maintain. The hardest part is starting, but once you've built that initial momentum, things start to flow. Small wins, whether they're completing a task or simply taking a step forward, give you the confidence and energy to keep going. Each victory strengthens your belief that you're capable, and that belief fuels your momentum. It's a cycle that feeds itself. This is why successful people often seem like they are unstoppable. They've built momentum, and now it's working for them. However, momentum is fragile. It can be easily lost if you stop moving, even for a short time. That's why it's crucial to continue taking action, even when things get tough or when results aren't immediately visible. If you allow yourself to become stagnant, you risk losing that valuable momentum. The key is to never stop. Even when you feel like you've hit a plateau, continue moving, even if it's just in small ways. The energy and progress you create will carry you through the tough moments, and before you know it, you'll be further along than you ever imagined. Momentum also helps you to keep your focus. When you're in motion, it's easier to stay focused on your goals because you're actively working toward them. You become less distracted by obstacles or setbacks because you've built the momentum to power through them. And the more momentum you build, the easier it becomes to push past challenges, make decisions quickly, and move confidently in the direction of your dreams. So, if you want to turn adversity into triumph, focus on building momentum. Keep moving, keep acting, and keep pushing forward. And before long, you'll find that what once seemed impossible is now within your reach. The final step in turning adversity into triumph is to take the lessons you've learned from the challenges you've faced and apply them to your life. It's one thing to understand the principles of resilience, responsibility, action, and momentum. It's another to actively use them to create a life of purpose and success. Every step you've taken so far, every lesson learned, every bit of progress made has been leading to this moment. Now, the question becomes, are you ready to use these lessons to transform your life? The key is to take deliberate, intentional action toward the future you want to create. It's easy to talk about the things you want to achieve, but the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the willingness to take bold steps toward their goals. This means not waiting for the perfect time or ideal circumstances. It's about deciding that now is the moment to start building, to take everything you've learned from your struggles, your mindset shifts, and your momentum, and turn it into real, tangible results. To do this, you need to commit to continuous growth. The journey doesn't end once you've overcome a certain obstacle or achieved a specific goal. Success is a continuous process of improvement. You should always be looking for ways to grow, whether that's in your personal life, your career, or your relationships. Each new challenge is an opportunity for you to sharpen your skills, expand your knowledge, and grow as a person. It's important to keep pushing yourself, to set bigger goals, and to take on new challenges, because that's what keeps you moving forward. If you stop growing, you stop living up to your potential. Taking action also means holding yourself accountable. Success requires discipline, and discipline comes from holding yourself to a higher standard. It means setting clear goals and holding yourself responsible for achieving them, even when the going gets tough. Accountability keeps you focused, keeps you on track, and ensures that you're consistently moving in the right direction. But even when setbacks occur, the key is to keep going. Don't let failure or frustration stop you from continuing on your path. As you apply these lessons, remember that your journey will never be perfect. There will always be obstacles, moments of doubt, and times when things don't go as planned. But the difference is that you'll be better prepared. You'll have the tools, the mindset, the resilience, the action to overcome whatever comes your way. When you use the lessons you've learned from adversity, you become unstoppable. The obstacles that once seemed like barriers will now seem like stepping stones on your path to greatness. Ultimately, the choice is yours. You can let adversity define you in a negative way, or you can let it shape you into the best version of yourself. The lessons you've learned, the actions you've taken, and the momentum you've built are all preparing you to unlock your fullest potential. You have the power to take control of your destiny. Now it's time to apply everything you've gained and move forward with purpose, knowing that nothing can stand in your way when you choose to take action and keep moving toward your dreams.